Welcome everyone, Dr. Thor here. Get ready for Gnosis. Well, here's the 3 Boyd batteries that I'm offering here, and this is the instructional video on how to use them. The link to purchase these will be below this video, or to see what we have in stock at the time. These are very rare. These are made in 1870. What does it say? Because it says right on here, 1879. So you're talking about 140 years or so. Now, there were many galvanic, what they called batteries produced out there. A lot of companies made them, a lot of French companies. The most popular one in the United States is the Boyd company. Now, Boyd made these for many years and had glowing feedback on them, and published actually a book of a whole bunch of testimonials from people, several hundred, how they were able to take care of problems of all types just by wearing it. Now, what is this technology? And let's cover that as well before we get into the actual product itself. But these are galvanic, quote, batteries. Now, galvanic is a way of producing electricity, and this is how electricity was discovered. It was the famous Italian Galvani and his associate Volta, does that sound familiar to you? That ultimately figured out what electricity was. Now, this production of electricity, and they found, and I believe there was the famous Baghdad battery, which was found, which goes back many thousands of years, which basically was a plating machine or a little galvanic battery, meaning the fact is that you've got zinc and copper, two of the two minerals that are pretty common around the world, zinc being even more copper. Which when you put them together and create a little bit of a wet charge to move the energy, usually some sort of liquid was put in. People think maybe they put in lemon or other types of juices, and you actually created a little battery. And it's as simple as that. When you take different types of metal and you put them together, they create a reaction. Now, this particular one has 3 types, maybe more. There's actually copper, there is zinc. Copper and zinc are the 2 main components you'll find in modern galvanic batteries. There is actually what they call a German silver, which is a combination of silver. And there's brass here, which is another combination of metals. Now, these are identical on each side. You'll see the different writing on here. Can we make that out? $1879. As I said, many of these were made around the world. I've seen some coming from, particularly from France. And of course, these are all very, very expensive. They're very rare to find these in general. I've had these for many years now, and I paid quite a bit for them when I got them 10, 15 years ago. So these do have a value. They're a great collectible item, and who knows what they can do or not. As I said, per Boyd's company, he had a whole little book, which I was trying to locate but was unable to. It was way overpriced at the time, and these things only pop up occasionally. But it was a whole book of testimonials where people claimed that they were miraculously empowered through the use of these, and all sorts of ailments were taken care of. Now, your body likes electricity, particularly low-level galvanic electricity. You know, people think, and of course they had at the turn of the century when electricity was became popular, they used to have machines that would actually shock you, hold on to handles, and they would put electricity through you. Now, when you use crude electricity like that, generally you're not getting much benefits from it. It's too strong. The body does not like anything that's really strong. What the body likes are low, tiny microvolts. Microvolts, the body takes in and enjoys the energy and the use of it. So I can get this in here a little better. It's hard to focus on here. And uses that. This is what tens machines are, and most of that. When you start getting into strong voltages, strong frequencies, strong everything, your actual energetic body rejects it, and your physical body rejects it. It's just too strong. So even if it may be good for you, your body is going to reject it because of the energy going through it. Makes it very difficult for it to use. So it's nothing unusual. In the last 50, 60 years, micro voltage units have been on the market, particularly used with acupuncture, and have shown some great promise to assist. So if you put real strong energies into you, real strong frequencies, and of course, this is what everybody thinks, stronger is better, but it just isn't. We want strong, we want to feel it, and we think it's then working, where it is actually doing the opposite. You may feel it, but actually what's happening is your body is rejecting it. Now, galvanic batteries are still around. You can buy little galvanic kits where you get a little strip of zinc and a little strip of copper, and this will actually put in a liquid. Then you can connect wires to it and run different things. And of course, a similar situation where they have all these potato clocks and other things where you can get these microvolts through actual putting in metal probes into certain fruits, etc. This is nothing new. This is standard science, and it's well known. The galvanic effect has been around. I'm not sure when Galvani discovered this, but it must be hundreds of years ago. So this all led to batteries in general, and electricity as well. So then people would understand what this is. And of course, then what do you do with electricity? It's a fascinating phenomenon. That, of course, took, again, hundreds of years before we got to the point where we were using electricity in a manner that was useful. The obvious main use for electricity, as soon as the light bulb was invented, was lighting. It was very difficult to light anywhere, particularly in your homes. People don't understand that before electricity, you had oil lamps. And of course, whale oil was used. The murder of God knows how many tens of thousands of whales, and their oil was used. Or oftentimes in ancient times, in Rome, etc., they had oil lamps, and it was olive oil that they would put in a lamp, similar to what we would call a genie-type lamp, with a wick in it, and then you'd light it. And of course, that would be a way. And of course, it didn't produce that much light, and it tended to be a little bit on the dirty side as well. So we have to keep that in mind. So what progressed after that? What was the big giant moving ahead was the fact that they could use electric lights to light the streets and to light your home, and then voila, we have a boom industry. But it all came from the fact of Galvani to discover what this was and to use it. Now, as I said, micro voltage has always shown to be very promising and very fascinating. Now, so these were sold for some time. You got to remember, medicines and other types of treatments were just not available. So you found all sorts of unique and unusual machines and tools. People used to do all sorts of things to get healed before there was the advent of patent medicines, which even with the advent of patent medicines, there really wasn't a major breakthrough, mostly until we ran into antibiotics in the middle to late 40s, I believe, when they first came out. Now, there were other drugs that helped a lot of people, but in general, that was the first breakthrough, and from then we had many different patent medicines, good and bad, come out. So everybody was looking for certain ways, using anything they possibly can to bring well-being, and of course these were one of them. And as I said, per his book, everybody got some, or not everybody, but a lot of people found these simple little things. You wear these around your neck. This one is of the three. This is the only one that still has a little catch here, but that's not really going to be able to put much through there. That you can wear this just as a necklace, but you can do a lot of other things with this, and I'm going to cover that here as well and cut all this down. And what we've done is put together a whole little kit. So what we recommend in terms of use of people is you generally wear this on your bare skin. Be careful. This is old. You don't want to stress it. You don't want to do anything. And you certainly don't want to lose these. So you'll get your own little necklace that you can put through one of these holes here. Of your choosing. I mean, it doesn't have to be a metal. It can be any kind of string thing that you want. You can use an expensive one with more metals in it, such as silver or gold. It's totally up to you. It doesn't really help or hinder in the bigger picture. Using something metal may give a certain effect where this produces energy and then pushes it through the actually through the necklace as well. So you may get a little benefit if you're using that, but anything is long. And generally this needs to touch your skin as a general rule. So that you're going to get a wee bit of moisture there from your skin, which triggers the galvanic effects. Now, when you get two different types of metals together, you create this galvanic energy. Now, this is even went so far in this day and age as now there's a whole medical condition where galvanism within the body is causing seriously detrimental problems. So let's say you broke your foot and you need to have a pin put in it, a metal pin. So the whole idea is that this is generally a good procedure to have done, but oftentimes they leave the pin in. Now that metal is going to react with your fillings. That's going to react with any other metal that's in your body. So they're finding that this is very detrimental in making people very sick. So if you have a pin put in, generally it's a good idea to have it taken out, which is not the general procedure. Mostly I would think because of the fact that it costs more money. And do you really want to have that done? Well, for your health, this seems to be a serious problem now. And some people are, the minute they have that removed from them because they have pins or screws or everything in them, all of a sudden those horrible immune diseases disappear. So there's a whole thing on this on YouTube. You can look it up. And I've talked about this in another lecture. So you can go to that lecture and get some further information on creating problems when you insert something in your body, which then connects to the other things. What's good with micro energies like this is that if you do have other metals in your body, this will help stimulate this metal to give you more positive effects. And again, you're not leaving this in your body. You wear this, generally you can wear it when you sleep. This would be one of the best ways, laying on your bare skin on your chest while you're sleeping. This would be a great way to make sure that you didn't do anything to break it or lose it, etc. You can wear it during the day as well. And of course, I always recommend people, like I've recently just polished these. Keep it polished, keep it clean. That gives you, of course, a better transmission of these kind of very micro energies that you get from these. And as I said, many people made these. There's some different ones out there. They're very difficult to find. These generally, they made so many of them that they do pop up frequently here and there. But you got to know where to look for them, what it is, etc. But these are considered galvanic batteries of their type. The other thing that we put together in this little kit for you is that, these are micronutrients in terms of microelectricity they create. So what we've done here is that, and when you wear something, anytime you wear any kind of metal stuff, it collects all sorts of negative energies. We've tested watches and rings, and they always are loaded, no matter who wears them, with all sorts of energies you picked up from wearing them all the time and going out in the public. So what you want to do is that generally, if you're going to, however you do it, if you're going to wear this while sleeping during the day, then you would put it on your clearing broadcast plate. If you're sleeping with it on, well, you do this at night and leave it there. Now, this is a very unique amplifying and broadcasting clearing plate. What's nice is you can also put on this a written request of what you want. You can program into this metal what you desire. Maybe you need protection. Maybe you need financial success. Maybe you need better health. So you'd write that little request there. You put that down first. You put your picture on top of it. And it should be a Polaroid picture. You can get Polaroid cameras, particularly Fuji cameras, Sharper Image, etc. You can get these on eBay used for usually anywhere from $20 to $30. It's worth having it because the only photographs that hold energy are these type of old Polaroids, because the actual chemicals are right here that are holding your energies. Digital pictures are worthless in general. Use what you have, but if you got to get serious, invest a little bit because I'm assuming you're going to be doing other energetic type things. So you have that. Because you're going to use it with radionic machines or anything else. So there are multi-uses. So when you leave it like this with your written request, you're sending actually that energy to you. So if you want success, maybe you need a job, well, you put that on there. So you're getting the energizing from also this very unique energetic disc, and you are sending that to yourself in here, but you're giving it the amplification of micro energies, microelectric frequencies by using this. So that's another way to use it. There's a lot of ways to use it. And our little kit comes with the kit. You get this actual disc. It comes in this case, which also has another broadcasting on here. You get an actual little radionic broadcasting symbol. So oftentimes it's good to keep the disc in the case. Now we have special frequencies built into the bottom of this as well, is that you put this right on here with your photograph, and you close it right down. It usually fits perfect. Don't push it. Remember, be careful with these if you stress that. Now, they're held in there by pressure, so be careful so they don't break apart. So simple as that. But there are many ways to use this. Another way to use it, if you have any kind of a radionic machine, you can use this as an amplifier, so you can put it on your end plate. Pretty cool, huh? It can also be used, of course, with our amazing disc box system. Here's our radionic disc box system. You put discs in there for whatever you need. Generally, they also come with the actual 9 hertz, I should say 7.8 hertz generators. And you can also use it there by just, again, putting your picture down, putting this on top of it with your request, and you're giving this another microelectric boost. Of course, you can get the frequency boost of the 7.8 there, and putting this on it. So anytime you want to give a little boost to anything, you can do that and put it there. So, of course, our very futuristic and very powerful box system using our disc system. And, of course, this is one of our many discs that help empower and amplify, which we just showed here, help power and amplify the boxes as well. But you can use our discs alone by just, as I showed you, by actually putting your picture on here and using your micro amp pendant here. So there's lots of uses. As I said, if you want to add this to anything, you can. Just, again, be careful. You got to remember it's 250 years old, or I should say 150 years old. So you want to make sure that you are 160 years old, whatever. I can't do the higher math. So the whole idea is that we have to be very cognizant of that, so there is no problem with these things potentially. So do be careful with them. Keep them clean. They also come with a little pouch. Make sure you keep them in your pouch when you're not using it. And as I said, one of the best ways to make sure you don't lose something, break it, etc., is just use it when you're sleeping on your bare skin. If you want to use it during the day, well, you're welcome to do that. You'll have to get yourself. They do not come with any necklaces. The necklace itself, in terms of where you attach this to. So you'll have to figure out what to do that, as I've already discussed. But the uses are endless. If you do have any kind of manifesting machine, you can use them right on there and it will give you that little boost. So certainly is a fun, useful tool that has unlimited uses to a large degree. You can put this on your third eye. You can put it on your crown chakra, the top of your head. You can lay it on acupressure points. So if you have an acupressure point, and you can lay it on. Now, don't push it hard again. Be careful. All you've got to do is kind of lay it on your skin over a particular acupressure point. You could also hit it with one of our lasers. Use it like this. And, of course, you know, all the lasers are going to pick up that subtle energy. So you can see, yeah, there you go. They're going to pick up that subtle energy and they're going to help stimulate it by pushing those micro energies, those micro electromagnetic fields into a meridian that's here, into your third eye, into your crown chakra, anywhere you want to send energy to. And of course, you could do this to send energy into your own picture, etc., by using something like this. And again, you can see that on. It's hard to see it in this light. You can hit it as well here. So you're going to push that into here. And of course, you have this 7.8 frequency there. And these are all the ways to use it. You can also use it with a particular wrist laser. This is our system that I've developed over the last 40 years. Of getting energy into your etheric field by using a lot of the cold laser type stuff out there. So you could also do it that way by using the wrist laser. And again, you put this on loose, the laser. And then again, be careful here. Don't stress this. Don't put any torque on it. You just want to easily slide it under, leave it on there, and then you can run a full cycle, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you're going to, again, pick up those micro, you could call them micro electric nutrients. So as you can see, the uses are endless, and it's just a matter of using this great technology. And the fact is, using a whole kit like this is really nice. You know, this is something I kind of specialize in, of taking common tools and using them to their highest level. So getting a disc, you get a disc with your particular unit. Remember, you're getting the disc, you're getting a little bag that it comes in. You're getting, I should say, the Boyd battery. You're getting a disc. And, of course, you're getting a little bag to use with it. That's all you get if you want to get lasers, wrist items, boxes, etc., like we've just shown you. All this is available separately, and you can buy them as you desire if you want them. But, you know, you're setting yourself up with kind of a whole little radionic broadcast system by just having the actual battery and this disc. And you're able to then be a little broadcaster. You're creating a manifesting device. This is what the future's all about, people. It's not about necessarily getting something super expensive. And of course, using higher level manifesting machines does produce better results. And we have inexpensive ones there. Our new Elite desktop unit is fantastic, a unit at a very low price. There's even the survival unit, which is a little over $100. You just can't beat that. So using these kind of tools is the way of the future. And as we go into tougher and tougher times with greater competition and all the amazing changes we're going through right now as a society, I don't know if you call them amazing, but certainly we're going through very stressed changes. Those who have manifesting machines are going to be the ones who are successful. They'll have the successful businesses, they'll have the successful health, they'll have the successful spirituality. It's all about using tools. And of course, all these tools work through you personally. Machines are just conduits. They have to send the energy somewhere, and that's you. And by building your consciousness, understanding the energies here prepares you for a whole new, brave new world, a whole new future where everything is quite different. And those who can sense and manifest will be those that survive and prosper. To check this out further, look for the links below and you'll see what's available at this time. This is very, very limited, people. So we only have a few of these. So if you really want this, buy it now. Things tend to sell out very quickly. There seems to be a lot of interest in this technology. So make sure that you get it so you're not disappointed. We probably have 3 to 6 of these. I'm still looking for other ones that I may have. But right now, what we'll show you online are 3 different ones. You will get the one of our choice. So move fast, move quickly, and enjoy this fantastic old technology, this kind of steampunk technology of the future, and you will be happy with them. Until next time.